What's up, guys? We are live. We have a good card this Saturday. We got Gane versus Volkov. Great card. We have a break after that for like 2 weeks. So, going to have to survive with no UFC for a little bit, but we still have like PFL and all that stuff. Before we talk about this week's card, we got to talk about my girl, Casey O'Neill. I shut up all the fucking haters out there. So many people, man, were all over Fratkopio's fucking... Oh my God, dude, they're all over her, and a lot of people that I respect were on Fratkopio. She's not really a fraud. I'm just saying that because it's funny, but there's a lot of people making excuses, saying that she had cramps and all this stuff. Honestly, dude, the reason why she lost is because O'Neill put a pace out there, and it wore down on her. O'Neill's the real deal. I cashed a big dog, and it was my only bet of the night, man, and I thought it was a great bet. Shout out to everyone out there that was on O'Neill with me. And, man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to talk about this card. I'm still hyped. I'm so fucking hyped about Casey O'Neill getting the job done. Casey O'Neill, all fucking day. So let's talk about the card real quick. Okay. So, betting-wise, Casey O'Neill cash. I put 4 units on her at plus 140 to win 5.6 units. So, good night for me. Only play the night, so on a 2-card winning streak, so I just want to keep the ball rolling. This week, I only have one bet, the same as last week. If you guys know me, you guys already know who I'm betting on. I put it all on Twitter. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, that's it. I have obviously, we'll be talking about like my predictions and everything. I'm still going to do DraftKings and all that stuff, but betting-wise, yeah, just one bet. All right, so let's talk about the card real quick. I want to get this over with before tough. So we had Korean Zombie versus Ige. Picks-wise, I didn't really have the best night. I think I went like 5-7 or something like that. We'll talk about it right now. I picked a lot of underdogs. So Ige versus Korean Zombie. I picked Ige, but I wanted Korean Zombie to win because I'm a big Korean Zombie guy. A really bad pick. I should have picked Korean Zombie. I thought he dominated the fight. So congrats to everyone out there that picked Korean Zombie. Next fight, we got Spivak versus Oleski. I picked Spivak. He got the job done, but he didn't really look, his part and all stuff. Man, dude, I think he's a good prospect, but I think he would get destroyed if he fought Doskett or, Big Dawkins. So congrats to Spivak. Next fight, Cheeto versus Grant. Cheeto got the job done. Looked very good. 2-1 a pick so far. Choi versus Rosa, bad pick. I'm just really happy I didn't bet on him. I almost bet on him in the last minute. I told myself to stick with O'Neill. That's it. No one else. I got lucky, so I'm happy. Choi dominated him, smoked him pretty early. So, Silva versus Turman. I picked Turman. Terrible pick. Silva dominated him. Next fight, Brown versus Lima. I picked Lima. Terrible pick. 2-4 on the main card. Next fight, we got Nicholas versus Kamer. I picked Nick. I should have bet him. Big Dick Nick. I don't know why I didn't do it. Man, dude. Ugly fight, but he got the job done. Genro versus Murata. I picked Murata. She got dominated. Chaos versus Seamlessberger. I picked Seamlessberger. He lost the fight. I got lucky with the Parisian pick, and then I obviously bet on Casey O'Neill, and she got the job done. So, picks-wise, not the best night, 5-7, but I don't really care at all because I had a winning night betting-wise. That's all that matters. DraftKings wise, I would have had a good night if fucking Ige would have won, but it is what it is. So let's talk about this next card, man. Like I already mentioned, if you guys just tuned in, I already have one bet this card. I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm still gonna make predictions. I can watch tape on every fight. Gonna watch. Well, besides one, we'll talk about that later. I'll make my predictions and all that, and we'll do it. So. First fight of the night, I believe we have a rematch. Not a rematch. A fight that was already booked. We got Medeiros versus Damir Hadzovic. We already talked about this fight pretty recently. Didn't really have to go back and watch a ton of tape because, this fight was supposed to go down a couple of weeks ago. Close fight. I got to go with Damir here, though. I think that he's, has a little more left in the tank than a guy like Yancey. I think Damir is the better striker. I think he's more technical. I think he hits harder. Yancey definitely has, pretty good boxing. But I just don't think this guy is the same after the Cowboy fight. Since the Cowboy fight, he's like, 0-3 or something like that. He's taken a shit ton of damage. 2 of those losses were by KO or TKO. He looked lost out there against Lando. He's washed. He's taken way too much damage. I think Damir's going to hurt him. Yancey's only shot for a takedown once against Cowboy, and he got it. I mean, he needs to go off that game plan that he needs to shoot immediately. I mean, if I knew he was going to shoot on Damir, I think I would pick him. Damir's takedown offense is like 37 or something like that. It's non-existent, 34. But I got to go with the guy who is the better striker. He's more durable. I think that, Jaynes has a good jiu-jitsu ground game, black belt for sure, but I just don't think he can get it there. Unless Damir gets hurt in the feet and shoots, which, I doubt it. So I'll go with Damir with either a finish or a decision win. So next fight, we got Charles Rosa versus Justin Jaynes. It's a close fight, man. I've actually had a tough time with this one. This is probably one of the toughest fights to call on the entire card. I definitely think that both these guys are at the bottom of the division. Charles Rosa has more experience and all that stuff. He has more wins in the UFC. He's 2-3 in his last 5, but I mean, he's washed, man. He really is. I think he has advantage in this fight. I think that, he definitely has more volume than Jaynes. Jaynes has not a lot of volume. I think he has better cardio than Jaynes. I mean, definitely Charles has the cardio advantage for sure. I think he's a little more technical, but I like the kicks that he throws. But obviously, Jaynes is a brawler. He's going to come out there and try to finish him. And I mean, we saw Rosa get hurt last fight against Minner. So his he's tough, dude, but his chin's definitely deteriorating. He's been knocked out before. Took a lot of damage against Burgos. Even took a bunch of damage against Aguilar. So you got Rosa, who's 3 years older. I think Jaynes belongs to 45. He lost to Devontae at 155, got destroyed. I think the Benitez fight is at 55. I'm not really sure. Tucker was at 45. Beat Camacho. He's 1-3 in UFC. This guy has no cardio. He's a veteran. He's a grinder. He has good pressure, good straight left. But if he doesn't knock out Rosa in the first round, I think it's all Rosa grappling wise. Both these guys are strikers, but Rosa probably has the better ground game. He's a BJJ black belt. I don't know if Jaynes can go out there and take him down. Jaynes is a lot of dog for sure, but I can't do it. I got to go with Charles Rosa by decision or possibly by late finish, but I got to go with the guy that has better cardio, dude. And he's been in there a lot longer than Jaynes. I don't think Jaynes UFC material, even though Rosa is at the end of his career. I still think he has enough to beat a guy like Justin Jaynes. So I'll go with Charles Rosa. Next fight, we got Julia Avila versus Julia Stoliarenko. Yeah, this is a pretty clear-cut fight. I think this is a pretty good women's scrap. I got Avila here. I think that she's going to go out there and finish her. This is a mismatch on the feet. I get it. She's a brown belt. Stars took her down, kind of controlled her in the third round. I think that, that was a genuine dump. That was her first loss in UFC. Her other loss was like an injury TKO. So, I think that Avila is actually a good prospect. I think that was first L time for her. I think if she rematched Sarge, she would beat her. I think Sarge is a lot better than Stoliarenko. Stoliarenko obviously has the advantage on the match. She's a grappler. She's relentless. You watch her fight against Kuniskaya, she has no striking at all. She's slow. She's hittable. He's been knocked out multiple times. I think this is Avila's fight to lose. I like the pressure, the pace, the aggressiveness, good boxing, good elbows. I think Avila finishes her, bro. I think Avila finishes her in the first round. So I got Avila, first round KO. Next one, we got Martine Prachnio versus Ike Villanueva. It's a good fight, dude. This is the definition, in my opinion, of dog or pass. This is kind of like the Kamer and Nick fight last week. You watched tape on this one. This is one that I was thinking about betting, man. I gotta stick with my guns and just, stick with who I was just gonna bet with. But I do think Ike's gonna win, bro. I think Ike's, a lot better on the feet. I think he's more durable. I know he's been knocked out and subbed a bunch in the past, but damn, dude, Prachnio, the dude's chin sucks. I get it. The Prachnio that beat Khalil, maybe that Prachnio could win this fight, but Khalil threw a lot of kicks in that fight, and Ike's a brawler, and Ike has good boxing. Khalil barely even threw a straight left. Every time he threw a straight left, he hurt him on the feet. Khalil, as much as I like the guy, he's a head case. I think he's at the end of his career. I think both these guys are near the bottom of the division by far. It's kind of mind-boggling that it took Ike 2 rounds to finish Mamute. But I think that he has the better boxing. I think he has power on the feet. And I definitely think that he's more durable, dude. Prachnio probably has better cardio. His cardio looked pretty good against Khalil. Ike slowed down a lot for sure. So this is a close fight. I mean, a lot of people could have strong opinions in this fight. They're both strikers for sure. I got to go with the guy who I think is more durable. I think Ike has the better chin. I think Ike has the better hands. And I think if Ike hurts Prachnio on the feet, he's going to knock him out. I mean, let's not forget that Mike Rodriguez knocked this guy out. I mean, I get it. He beat Khalil based off of volume. But like I already mentioned, Khalil threw a lot of kicks in that fight, man. And I don't think Ike's going to throw kicks. I think Ike's going to throw hands. Every time Khalil threw straight left, he hurt him. So Prachnio was really hurt in that second round, man. So I got to go with Ike. I got Ike, man. I got Ike by first round KO. I'm not betting it. Maybe later in the week, man, something will tell me to bet on Ike. But I got to just stick with a pick for him. I'll probably play him on DraftKings. I'll go with Ike with the job done. Touch. What's up, pussy? Martine Prachnio's chin. Yeah, dude, I think you're going to lose. Jack, what up? Champino Sports. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Junior, man. I haven't talked to him in a while. Kid's annoying. Even though the kid, I feel for the kid. He's annoying. He needs to really change. But I like the kid. Next fight, Rory Alves versus Jeremiah Wells. Yeah, man, I don't really think what the fuck am I even doing? I don't think Wells really is UFC material. I get it. He's, trains out of Daniel Gracie or, that Gracie gym. I think it might be the same gym with Sean Brady, but he's 34 years old, dude. I mean, Rory Alves, I get it. He's washed. He's declined. He still looked pretty fucking good last fight. Yeah, man, I like Rory here, dude. I think he opened like a -210 favorite. Yeah, I got to go with Rory. I actually was going to pick Rory against Ramazan too, man. I thought that was a good spot for Rory. I don't really think Ramazan's that good. He's super overrated. I think Rory's pretty much better wherever the fight goes. I mean, Rory's a legit black belt, guys. I mean, sick guillotine, great ground game. Striking's good. The only thing with Rory is that he's getting older. He's, digressing, and his cardio is not the best. But I still think that he has, whatever it takes to beat a guy like Jeremiah Wells. So I'm going to go with what the fuck? I'm going to go with Rory Alves. Next fight, Michelle Prazeres versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Yeah, man, I got the favorite here. I think this is pretty easy for Shavkat. Shavkat's dude. Shavkat's a good prospect, man. I think this kid's gonna go places for sure. He's good everywhere. He has good striking. He has good ground game. You saw that guillotine he hit against Cowboy. I should have bet on him there. It was a fucking terrible decision by me. I picked him, and dude, I should have bet on him. And here, this is the easy fight. I mean, Prazeres is so old. He's at the end of his career. He's washed. I mean, the dude lost to fucking Chimaev, man. I mean, Chimaev's a fucking joke and a half, dude. You got Shavkat, who's like 13 years younger. I mean, I got to go Shavkat here, man. I don't know who's going to pick Prazeres here. He's 39 years old. I get it. He looked like a beast in his first UFC fight at 170, or maybe his second, because he didn't really look that good against Cummings, but he smoked Fabitsky, but Fabitsky's a fucking fraud. I think they cut him too. So, yeah, that GM3 bet was fucking badass. So, fucking good bet on my part there, and everyone else that bet GM3. But yeah, I got to go with Rakhmonov. I think he finishes him wherever the fight goes. I mean, Prazeres has 50% takedown defense. He's slow as fuck. Rakhmonov has better cardio. I think he's better everywhere. I got Shavkat all day in this fight. Good DraftKings play. Next fight, we got Ronnie Barcelos versus Timur Valiev. This is another fight where I just don't really want to fade a guy like Barcelos anytime soon. Valiev's a good fighter. I mean, good record, but the dude fucking lost to fucking Jones, bro, by KO. It's embarrassing, dude. Barcelos good everywhere. I think this he's not a kid, but I think he's one of the best fighters in the division, man. I think that he's going to go really far. He's, 18-1 or something like that? His only loss is a long time ago. Great gas tank, good pressure, great grappling, BJJ black belt, good striking, good pace, good right hand. I think this is Barcelos' fight, man. I got Barcelos all day in this fight. I don't get the fade. I don't get if you like people picking Valiev. So next fight, we got Battle of the Chinny Chins. We got Renato Moicano versus Jai Herbert. Both these guys have legit terrible chins. This is a good matchup, though. As much as I've been talking shit on this fight, I actually think it's close. I actually think that this is a close fight. I will never bet this fight. I think that as much, I got a sour taste left in my mouth from Herbert. I bet on him versus Trinaldo. I mean, I thought the fight was in the bags, and then he goes out there and gets knocked out terribly. First round, he got taken down, kind of controlled the whole round. That's why I think in this fight, Moicano has a huge advantage on on the mat. If Moicano's smart, he goes out there and shoots immediately. I don't know why you're fucking striking with a guy like Fiziev. I mean, are you fucking retarded? You have a bad chin. You have a good ground game. Shoot on a guy like Fiziev. And then when he did, he got stuffed. I mean, he just tried to strike with him, and he got dominated, dude. He has a good jab, though. I will say that. He has a good right hand. Tall man defense. He's been knocked out 3 times. His chin, I mean, he's been knocked out twice at 45 against Aldo, Korean Zombie, and then Fiziev fucking killed him, dude. Pure strike versus grappler matchup. We saw Herbert get taken down against Ronaldo. Obviously, I think Moicano's way better at grappling than Ronaldo. Herbert has the better striking. His right hand's really good. He has great movement. I was impressed with Herbert's loss, even though he lost like that. So pure striker versus grappler matchup. Moicano does not get him down. He's going to get knocked out. I don't think Moicano's going to get the KO, even though he has good technical striking. He has to get Herbert down. I think he needs to watch that Ronaldo fight, because if he goes out there and takes him down immediately, it's probably going to be his fight to win. So I'm going to go with Moicano with the submission win. But if he doesn't get him down, Herbert's just going to fucking knock him out, man. I really think so. Herbert's right hand is vicious, great movement, good striking, dude. He does have good striking. It's just he's been knocked out twice. Moicano's been knocked out 3 times. They have terrible chins. Who's more durable? It's really hard to tell. So I'll go with Moicano with the submission. Next fight, we got Nicholas Dalby versus Tim Means. Very close fight. I've had a tough time with this one. Dalby beat Daniel Rodriguez, but then when you go back and watch it, I thought Rodriguez won that fight, man. I mean, Dalby throws a lot of volume for sure, and he probably has the grappling advantage here if he's smart. But, dude, I think that Tim Means is just way better on the feet. He's more technical. He has more power. He has a good ground game too. I don't think he should shoot on Dalby, but even though Dalby beat Rodriguez, I thought that was a bad decision. I thought Rodriguez won, and then he got destroyed against fucking Jesse fucking Ronson. I get the guy was on steroids, but that wasn't a good look. And then I bet him versus Howboy, and he made that fight hairy, dude. I don't know if you guys watched that fight, that 3rd round, that stand-up. If it wasn't for that stand-up, we probably would have lost that fight, man. I mean, even though that fight was in Brazil, we probably would have lost. So I don't think Dalby's bad. I think that he's no slouch, but I just think that Tim Means, even though he's declining and stuff, dude, Tim Means is fucking a good-ass fighter, man. I mean, he's still going to win a lot of fights. He's a good striker, man. Good pace, good cardio, good boxing. I got to go with Tim Means here. I think he wins a close decision. Let's read the chat. What's up, Noah? Gun your head, forced to bet. Fili or Moicano, who you bet? I'll bet Fili here. We'll talk about that later. He bet Prachnio's chin is weak. Yeah, it is. Stevie Royal, what up? Al Shamir's the fucking general. Next fight, we got Andre Fili versus Daniel Pineda. Yeah, man. I mean, this is a tale of two. What the fuck am I saying? It's a tale of 2 fighters. You got Fili, who has the way better cardio. I think he's more technical. I feel like Pineda doesn't go out there and finish him in the first round. I mean, he's going to lose. I mean, Fili's been finished in the first round, but he has a good chin. I mean, he hasn't been finished in the first round in a very long time. He's 3-2 in his last 5. I mean, he should be 4-2. That Michael Johnson decision was terrible. I thought he won that fight. He lost to Bryce Mitchell last fight. Bryce Mitchell's a fucking good fighter. Pineda's a finisher. I mean, I think all of us wins by finish. He's 5-1 his last 6. The dude just lost to fucking Cub Swanson, man. I mean, I just don't think that Fili would lose a Cub right now at all. I mean, this is a fight where I got Fili if Fili doesn't get KO'd in the first round, dude, he's gonna win. I mean, grappling wise, Pineda's a BJJ black belt, but Fili has a great ground game, man. I mean, Fili has good grappling too. This isn't Bryce Mitchell. I don't think Pineda's gonna go out there and out grapple him. So he's only gonna slow down too. On the feet, he has good power and stuff, but Fili's more technical. I get it. Fili's chinny though. He is. Jordan hurt him. But I got to go with the guy that has the way better cardio. So I'm going to go with Fili. I think he's going to survive a tough first round. He could get hurt, but I think he's, going to get out of it and win the fight. So I got Andre Touchy Fili. I'll go with the late finish. Hold on. The fuck's going on with my phone? Okay, so next fight, we got Danilo Marques versus Kennedy Nzechukwu. We got 9 minutes left. Fuck, dude. Great fight. I got to go with Kennedy here, man. I think that he is, way better on the feet. Danilo has no striking at all, but, I just can't bet this fight because Kennedy could definitely drop the ball here. Danilo Marques is no slouch. The guy has great grappling, dude. He trains at King's MMA, BJJ black belt. He's relentless, and the dude, he knows what he has to do. He goes out there and shoots immediately. The guy has good grappling. He doesn't strike. He knows he has no striking. His cardio, he slows down too. But I think that he could definitely take down Kennedy. But Kennedy's, a young fighter. He's been trained at Force MMA. He's only lost against Paul Craig. So I got to go with Kennedy here, man. His striking is good. He looked good against Holberg, even though he got hurt in the feet. But Danilo has no threat on the feet at all. He's only lost against Paul Craig. I think Kennedy has, a good game, and the striking is just so much better than Danilo's. And I think he has a good enough takedown defense to get back up. So I'll go with Kennedy Nzechukwu by KO. But it wouldn't surprise me if Danilo won. Danilo is, a good grappler. I used to think he was a joke, but then when you watch his last 2 fights, even though against Cans, he has a good relentless ground game. And he's been putting work with fucking Vittori and Gasso and all that stuff. So I'll go Kennedy, but I'm not confident. OSP versus Boser, co-main event. Close fight, man. Even though OSP's definitely declined and stuff and at the end of his career, I'm not impressed with Boser, dude. This is one of those fights where you got OSP who's probably fighting at the weight class he shouldn't have been in a long time. He has the speed advantage, I feel like. This is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. Boser has no ground game. We just saw that last fight. If OSP's smart, he shoots, and if he takes him down, it's all OSP. It's just he's chinny, he's washed. But Boser, man, I get it. He's knocked out Cans, but I don't know if he has the power to hurt a guy like OSP. This isn't Jamal Hill, man. This isn't Dominic Reyes. Boser's he's going to come out really aggressive probably because he's on a 2-5 losing streak. But even though OSP is 10 years older than him, man, this is a close fucking fight, man. It really is. OSP has a good jab. OSP has a really, really, really good kicking game, and he's tough. He don't even knocked out twice, man, in the UFC against Jamal Hill and Dominic Reyes. Or am I missing one? He might get knocked out. I don't remember who else knocked him out. Who else knocked him out? Maybe that's it. Close fight. I just don't know, man, if fucking Boser, man, has what it takes to fucking – I don't know, man. He has good striking, but he's so low volume, man. OSP has more volume. This is tough, man. I'm going to go with OSP, but I'm not confident at all. Main event of the evening, my only bet of the night, we got Alexander Volkov versus Cyril Gane. I get it. The one thing that worries me in this fight, we got 6 minutes before it's tough, is that everybody is picking and betting Volkov. But then again, I'm not going to not bet someone if I'm confident in him just because a lot of people are on him. I don't care about that. I think this is a fucking terrible line. I think that it should be a pick 'em. I think Volkov should probably be the favorite. Let's be honest. These are 2 good strikers. Gane's 8-0, guys. Volkov's 33-8. Gane has fought nobody. The guy fucking is fighting Pessoa and all these fucking bums. He fought a washed-up JDS who landed some good strikes in the first round against him. And then he fought a fucking Rosenstruck who, come on, guys. Rosenstruck would not beat fucking Volkov. Are you guys kidding me right now? Volkov's 33-8. This is a battle of 2 fights and 2 fighters where Volkov has way more experience, guys. Way more experience, man. I think Volkov has good striking. He's not been on a roll since the Curtis Blades fight. I feel like if he rematched Curtis Blades, he would win. Gane probably has the grappling advantage, but I'm just not really convinced he can go out there and take him down and hold him down on the feet. They're both good strikers, but Volkov has more power, man. Volkov has great boxing. He has good kicks. If Volkov kicks him to the body, man, and uses that body work, man, he's going to fucking gas out Gane, dude. Just because Gane went 5 rounds last fight against Rosenstruck didn't do anything, bro. He just literally stared at him the whole fight. I actually think Volkov has the better cardio, and I definitely think Volkov that pace is going to fucking do a lot to Gane. I don't get it. There's actually a lot of people that are on Gane here, and they think that this is a mismatch and Gane's going to smoke Volkov. Who the fuck is smokes Volkov, guys? Volkov's a good fucking fighter, man. He really is. He's 7-2 in the UFC. The Derek Lewis fight was a fluke. He was dominated the entire fight. And he lost to one of the best grapplers in the division, man. You guys really think that Curtis Blades wouldn't do that to Gane right now, man? Curtis Blades would 100% do that to Gane. And it's funny because Volkov won the last 2 rounds. So, Volkov, I like his boxing a lot. He has a great jab. It's very good kicks, a good straight right. But I feel like the body work, the great one too. But the body work, man, the way he kicks in the body, man, is going to be big here, dude. And Gane hasn't fought anyone. It's not. Why would you make a guy like that a favorite against Volkov? He hasn't fought anyone. He hasn't even. I mean, the Rosenstruck win was fucking not even really of a good win. He won every round, but I mean, the fuck did Rosenstruck even do? He knocked out JDS, but I mean, you're supposed to do that. JDS has been knocked out like 100 times now, guys. I mean, you're going out there and winning decisions against fucking Boser, man. I mean, imagine what Volkov would do to Boser, guys. So this is all about experience, man. I got the guy that has more experience. I think that he has, a lot of tools in the feed, man. I mean, Gane has, good boxing and good kicks, but I think Volkov has way better kicks. I think the Volkov has good elbows, and I think the difference in this fight is that Gane was backing up a lot against Rosenstruck. Volkov's gonna fucking push the pace and back him up, and if Volkov gets him against the cage, it's going to be night, man. I just think Volkov's going to knock him out, man. I really do. I think, they're both good strikers, but I think Volkov's more tactical, and I think Volkov's a seasoned striker, a more seasoned striker. He has more tools. This hits the mat. I think Volkov can get right back up. He probably has the jiu-jitsu advantage. So, I mean, I got Volkov here, man. Volkov's been looking really good. I don't know why you would want to fade him, and you're giving me plus 150, man, on fucking Alexander Volkov. Plus 150? This guy should be the favorite here, man, against Gane, man. Gane has not fought anybody, man, at all. And I get it. He has a lot of potential. But, man, dude, I just don't get it, dude. I think fucking Gane's going to KO here, man. I got Alexander Volkov, 4 fucking units of plus 150, man. All fucking day, man. Let's go Volkov. So there is my only bet of the night. What's up, guys? What's up, Torin? Yeah, so we got a 2-week break. Then we got the great card with UFC 264. There's a lot of good spots on that card. I haven't taped it yet, but there's a lot of dogs that I like pre-tape. You already know I love my fellow cop, bro, Chevin Giles. That's a fucking great spot right there, boys, against Driscus. You guys already know how I feel about Nico Price. I mean, dog money, man. Fuck, man. I like Omari pre-tape. Kevin Lee versus Brady is a great fight. I got to watch tape. But, yeah, top starts in 2 minutes. I think we got Vince Murdoch versus – I forget the other kid's name, but, I mean, it's going to be a great fight, guys. Tony versus Dan Hooker in the works. That's a good fight, even though I don't know who I'd go there. They're both fucking washed up. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Alexander Volkov. Later, guys.